Hey everybody, welcome to the Statcast. This is a podcast brought to you by The Content Stack. My name is Virus, and I have with me Arrow,
Hi.
Meow,
Hi.
Vexy,
Hello.
Zan,
What's good?
Hushy,
Yeah.
and Q.
Hey.
So this is episode 0. We're kind of go over what the podcast is about, why you should give a fuck about these 7 little fuckers sitting before you, and kind of what we'll go over. And then we're gonna throw it all the way back to the awkwardest day of high school and do some icebreaker games for you guys. So it's going to be great, much to the chagrin of my co-hosts here. We are missing one person, though. Our 8th member of the Content Stack is Sheep, and he was going to be here, but he is moving into a new house and has no internet. Therefore, he is not here. But hopefully you will be able to meet that shitter in the next episode. Just kidding. We love Sheep.
About Sheep is that he's
from
Florida man.
Yeah.
Florida man, that's it.
The end. TM.
Yeah.
Good night. Thanks for coming out, everyone.
That's it.
We'll see you next time.
That's it. That's all you have
That's
to
it. Done.
Yeah,
Sold.
that's fair.
That's it. We did it. We
Done and
introduced
dusted.
Sheep. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Welcome. Anyway, so I will start off. My name is Virus. I am kind of the one that started the Content Stack. There wasn't really a start per se, but it was just 5 of us that when we got together, boy howdy, we did not win, but it was funny. So we brought the content, and so I affectionately started referring to us as the Content Stack, and then it just kind of became a thing. I gave us the name, so I guess you could say that I founded the stack. But I also created it with Arrow, Zan, Vexy, and it was good. We have so far brought on 4 other people, so it's grown, and now it's just this mess of individuals who have no idea what they're doing. It's great.
It's loud in
Pardon
here.
me.
Yeah, it does. It does. It gets so loud. That is going to be a warning for headphone users. Is that you just a general warning at all times. So, yeah.
If you don't have me turned down to 20%, that's on you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh no, it's 2%.
Smart.
Let me
Smart guy.
Check.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
But
are you at 75?
Arrow.
That's a mistake.
Arrow, who are you?
You're damn right.
Well, my name is Arrow. I'm the support player for the Content Stack. One of the original members, I guess you would say. Met some of these people at SI, or at least was in the same room. Zan and I never actually met, which we kick ourselves daily
Unfortunately.
for.
That's true.
Yeah.
Imagine.
But yeah, mostly plays stuff like Rainbow Six, some Val, some Destiny. So
Yes. Yes. Now, Zan, how about you?
Oh boy. I'm the resident Canadian of the Content Stack. I'm a variety content creator, with mostly a focus on Rainbow Six, but I've been doing a lot of horror games as of late. Also do a little bit of narrative-driven single player stuff. I'm also a dad, kind of the father figure for all these gremlins and degenerates.
Yes.
This is
So-
true.
Lexi, you next, sir. Good sir.
But I'm one of 3 carries in this group, followed by Zan and Q. You know, if I'm not on the team, more than likely you're not winning. I love Siege. I've been playing Siege for about almost 6 years. Been playing comp for almost 5, on and off. And I love Tarkov. I miss playing comp. I want to get back into comp, but there's life stuff that got to be taken care of before I make that jump again. Taking content serious. I'm enjoying it actually. And where are you at? You're
Me?
somewhere, Janine.
Me.
Janine's actually my girlfriend. We met through Siege. And we
Yes.
actually live with each other. We have a pretty damn good life.
Yee.
And even through Siege, I've met people I consider my best friends. Can't wait to meet them.
I'd say C
Yeah.
and 6 other voices in this call.
Why
Yeah.
haven't you called me on your way home from work recently?
I don't work.
Because he doesn't have a job.
Oh, right, we had this. Whoops.
So-
Because there is no work to drive home from.
But
Spoilers.
Okay.
That was his fun fact. He's unemployed.
and
Yo, same.
the number one thing. Let's see.
Oh no.
Something good. I mean, I come from a bunch of friends, and I'm one of 2 siblings. The other 2 being in the military. So there's a big like military background and media background. High school, I did 4 years of media, making like small movies and shit like that. And music, I love making music, singing, creating music. That's something I haven't said.
I bought
I
him.
didn't-
yeah.
I bought him a piano for Christmas. Our first.
Yeah, I can
Christmas.
play piano, drums, and guitar.
He has never ever sung for me. Fun fact.
I'm good. I'm good with my fingers.
I was just gonna say.
I see.
So
Virus?
Virus next.
Physically
I'm
and
good.
mechanically talented, am I right?
Dude,
we'll
I'll
go
eat
to
your ass.
the next the oldest Q is next.
I'm not old.
Yeah, you are.
I
Want to bet?
Yeah, you are.
blue screened.
I'm like the second youngest person in the group.
No, I'm the second
No.
youngest.
Oh,
George
that
is the
can't be right.
youngest.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm the third.
Oh,
youngest.
baby.
Yeah. Because
Thank
in the order of age, if we're gonna talk about this, it's the oldest is Sheep, and then it's Cat, and then it's Zan, and then it's Arrow, and then it's Hushy, Q, Virus, Vexy.
Wait, what?
Are you older than Q?
Yeah. I just didn't know Vexy was younger than all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just
Yeah.
turned 24 in
Eat the
December.
baby.
Holy shit.
Him baby.
Fuck, I could
Small.
almost be his dad. What the fuck?
You
Bruh.
are literally
Ow.
28. What?
Why are you?
That's
Ow.
illegal.
I
That's
don't think
illegal.
that's... You go ahead.
Everything is fine.
Um,
Q.
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Q. I don't know how I got here. I hate video games. I never play them. That's a lie. I'm sorry. I'm telling 3 lies and no truths.
Oh.
Um,
zero truth.
My full name is Kuribo, not Kurubu, not Caribou, not
Caillou.
not Haribu, not Caillou. It's Q.
Kaio. That was the
we-
one from this one.
Oh, it's not hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's not hard
Yet.
yet.
Oh.
I was waiting for
I
that.
am the second carry of the group, followed like underneath Vexy.
So there's a,
I like
there's a
to think
skill
I'm-
tier here.
There is a skill tier. I used to play Comp Siege, back in, the season when Nook and Warden came out.
Phantom Sight. That was the second
Yeah.
season I was
Sight,
playing
yeah.
Siege.
Which team
Mhm.
were you on?
It was very aggressive.
Say Rob.
I don't remember what team it was, but it was some stupid ass.
Did you
team.
guys have a name?
We did.
We did.
You did?
Has you
Mm-hmm.
played
I don't
comp?
remember what it was.
I didn't
No,
play comp.
he
I
was
was a
their
coach.
social or someone. Yeah.
Um,
Do you remember who you played with?
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely. Do I
What
wanna
was your
name drag?
team?
You
No.
shouldn't do that.
I should name.
What was
drag.
the
Just
name? Like,
DM.
It was a
don't
team
remember
kill.
that doesn't
we
ring a
didn't-
bell for
we
me,
didn't do
but
anything in the scene.
Yeah, we literally did nothing.
We played qualifiers and failed, and then I left.
Yeah, and then I let it dissolve. That's what happened essentially.
Was the
Yeah.
team? What was the team name again?
team kill?
Which
Something like
qualifiers
that.
did you play?
We played CL quals, and we played.
And this
all
was
the-
ESL.
yeah.
Yeah. This
I-
was mods and shit.
I'm gonna look back at some screenshots. I think we beat you guys.
Oh,
And I'm pretty sure I
God.
called someone a bitch on your team.
We probably did because we didn't win.
Yeah, no, didn't win a damn match.
Q was like, that is a large, like, you could have been anyone.
Yes,
We
they
scrimmed Team Reciprocity and went 7-0.
remember that.
We got 07.
You got
Yeah, you
07.
Yeah, you went
That
7-0.
was
Just
Awful.
not on
Just
the good
rever-
side.
The reverse side.
The zero.
I opened up a donut shop on the map.
Nice, Krispy
and
Kremes.
sold a lot of donuts. But no,
What
I'm
the
an
fuck
avid
does
fan
that-
of horror games. One of my favorite games of all time is Silent Hill, so that should say enough about me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I'm also a VTuber.
If
which
you
is
couldn't
fun.
tell by the flashing green bunny.
Yeah.
on the
The
screen.
reason why it's a green bunny is it was supposed to be the mascot for my channel, and then I got tired of having my webcam on,
It's fair.
so I turned him into my VTube model, and he's supposed
Now
to be
you're
like
a furry.
computer program, and that's why he's green and bastards, because he's like a rogue computer program.
What are your fun facts,
Um,
Q? What are your fun facts, Q?
My fun facts is that I think I'm funny, and I think I'm good at video games. I really like martial arts, and I was doing MMA training a couple months back. I used to live in Germany for a while, and yeah, I moderate for the Rogue Discord, so that's awesome. And I'm also the stream team manager of Aura Esports.
Oh shit, yeah, I do stuff for them too.
Uh,
I forgot.
So yeah, that's about me. I like video games. I lied earlier. I play everything except for like shitty survival games like Minecraft.
All right.
Fuck you.
All right. Fuck you.
All outside, I respect it.
Can you check your DM real fast?
Yeah, that was
Wow.
me.
That
Wow.
was?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
You should. That's incredible. You should send that to. I want to see. Put it in the. We have a group
Yeah,
chat.
yeah. do the
Anyway,
thing, do the
anyway.
thing.
Cat
Yes.
is next in
Color.
chronological order of when we added people to the stack. Sheep would be next, but Sheep, as we mentioned earlier, doesn't exist. So Cat, or
Oh,
Meow.
I can fill in for sheep.
Sure.
Okay. Hold on.
Just because I want to see this, yes, go ahead.
Hey,
I love how this is going so far.
Assuming the position.
I'm Brandon. I'm from Florida.
Dogs.
There's
I love
only
my
one
girlfriend.
Brandon in Florida.
You need to have a cat screaming in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's Frost?
Hey, come here. Come yell at me. No. Okay. My cat doesn't yell. But something. Frost, shut the fuck up. I already fed you.
Accurate.
Yeah.
There you go. We did it.
There
There
it
was
is.
Sheep,
That's
ladies
my
and
duo.
Cat sheep.
That was beautiful. I love that. Anyway, so
Thank
now we
Thank
have
you.
actual meows, cat, you, person, friend. I call you both
Horror.
things. I have to clarify that when I say one thing, I mean you. There you go.
Understandable. Her, MCAT, joined Siege in White Noise. What was the? Hold on, that was Sophia and Ella and Vigil, right? White Noise.
Mhm.
White Noise wasn't
Uh,
White Noise Doke,
White Noise was
Yeah,
the
Doka.
heavy
Dope.
Open
Vigil.
bitch.
Vigil, and
And-
then one of the Polish bitches.
I
Ella.
think it was Ella, and then Zoph was the next season.
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Okay, joined the season that
So
Ella was
long ago.
introduced. Was part of the original Ladies' Night that then sprawled out of control and eventually became CCSW. Late addition to the content stack. As such, Resident Ashmain, and Brain Dead Clutch God.
Correct.
Oh, this would also. I took a few weeks hiatus from here. I got hired recently to be Fargo, Campus, Microsoft, gaming area, something comptroller. So yes, the reason I have been gone is because I got hired by Microsoft, guys.
Hey,
You-
nice.
Let's go.
That's
you
epic.
Sold your soul to build.
Go ahead.
Hold up.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna interject since everyone else said when they started playing Siege. I've been playing since the technical beta.
Nice.
Bitch,
Wow,
whatever.
cool
Just-
flex.
I've been playing since Burnt
What, on
Horizon. Am a
Xbox?
baby. Am
PlayStation.
baby.
Mhm.
What a fucking goober.
You're so
I
cute,
started
fucking
playing on
console
launch day
bitch.
on Xbox.
Now here's Hushy.
What? Oh shit, fuck.
Hushy is the newest addition to the content stack.
Oh, my bad. Hi.
Literal
Hello.
wife. We're married.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm married to Q, but also all of
She
the
hates
rest of the
me.
women in this
Right.
neck of the woods like to be married to me as well. I'm not sure what's happening, but that's okay.
It's because you're hot.
Oh,
There it is.
anyway, I do art, and for the content stack, shut the fuck up. I manage merchandise. I don't really have a whole lot of fun facts about myself because I'm not fun.
I disagree.
That's a fucking lie.
That's a lie.
That's
Oh.
fucking some bullshit. All right.
Oh no. I'm very gay. That's it.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Yeah, bro.
And it's a fact.
Yeah.
My fun fact is that I can make both Hushy and
No.
Cat melt instantly, and it's a superpower. It's not even a fun fact; it's a superpower.
Can we not do this?
No, we're not going to do this on the podcast
Thank you.
yet.
Well, anyway, I do want to let y'all know that I have work tomorrow very early, and I have to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh no.
Okay.
So I unfortunately can't stay for the entire time, but I did want to say hello to everyone, and that I love you, and that I exist.
We love you.
I'm here. Hello, I'm Hushy.
Yes.
Mwah, we love you.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Good
Love
night,
you.
my wife.
I have a question. Was anyone at TwitchCon 2019?
I've never
No.
been to a TwitchCon.
Nope.
Same.
Oh. Okay.
There's too
Never
many
mind.
angry kids out there. I was always afraid of like them getting shot up and shit because of
Listen,
it being TwitchCon.
TwitchCon does sketch me out just a wee bit. Mostly
Oh, yeah.
because I feel
It's
like
like
I
a-
don't
What was
watch enough Twitch people to like
yeah?
know what I'm doing. Like Siege
Yeah.
Siege events I get because I'm like deeply ingrained in the Siege community, clearly.
Mhm.
But like Twitch is like I feel like I'm not ingrained enough in the overall Twitch community. I would be going there in hopes to meet Siege people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Seem-
TwitchCon is basically
Do
just
you-
a big job fair.
Yeah. What was the
Sounds
year that
boring.
Rogue released those white jerseys? Was that 2019?
TwitchCon, it was a re-release.
I'll be right back.
I think it was
Yeah.
originally a 20.
Because whatever year that those came out for
2017,
TwitchCon,
2018 TwitchCon jersey that they re-released later on.
yeah,
I think in 2018 or 2019.
right. I almost went to that TwitchCon,
Gotcha.
but
I mean, so having come from streaming as, I mean, when did everyone start? Do you mind me asking?
I started streaming. So I started streaming for friends, and I started, I think, around the time that Resident Evil 7 came out. Because I remember, let me see, when did RE7 come out?
Was 2019?
RE7 came out
Ish.
2017. So I made my Twitch account.
I have
to stream
lost
for
sense of
friends
time.
there, and then I didn't actively start streaming until like 2018 or like 2019, give or take. I just had my 2-year affiliate anniversary in August last year.
Oh, wow.
So I haven't been streaming for very long in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I've been streaming even less. So I started in January 2020, actually. Like
Really?
I had done a couple Xbox ones when I was playing Jedi Fallen Order, just before that. But I got my computer in January, and immediately started playing Plague Tale, and then started getting really into Siege. Went to SI, and I had walked past Virus, and for some reason her face stuck in my head. So when I saw her on Twitter, I was like, "Oh shit!" I walked past her at SI,
Yeah.
and that's how we started talking. Actually,
I'm pretty hard to miss. Not so much because of my face, but because I am loud.
well, see, you were just walking, like you weren't talking to anybody. I was actually just grabbing food, and like where I was sitting was right next to the vendors, so I just was walking that way and you were walking the other direction. I was like, oh, person. And for whatever reason, I have that clear image of you walking by. I also I distinctly remember meeting Russian Badger.
Nice.
Don't have any recollection of how that went.
Like, I'm kind of sad I never met you guys at a TwitchCon. Because so I started in 2017, and 2018 was my first TwitchCon, and that catapulted me in all directions. So this was that 2018 TwitchCon, San Jose, if I remember correctly.
It was California.
Yeah. Siege actually had a huge presence there. They had a 5x5 massive PC setup with huge monitors above, and my friend.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about it at least.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was incredible. So at that point, I didn't know much about Siege, but you sat on these little square pillows waiting to go up to play Siege, and I had my fucking squad, Kohlrabi and whoever I knew at that moment. The only person who still remains relevant to me is Robbie. But this may surprise all of you. That many years ago, I was good at Siege.
Whoa.
And I talked frag.
Pixar didn't happen.
But there is a video of it somewhere.
I'm kidding.
I
would actually like to see that though. That sounds
Loki.
Like, you were all anonymous names, and I was the
Yeah.
only lady on my team. And so on these big monitors, you had people watching you play Siege, and there was an active spectator there. Like, there was a person watching
Nice.
all of that happen. And I was a Twitch main before they nerfed the F2. And we annihilated. I got 3 free copies of the game and a jersey that I still have.
nice.
And that was the best I've ever been at Siege in my life, ever.
Dan, did you do the test at SI?
Yeah, first thing I did.
So it was think that, but on a bigger scale. Because I remember
Nice.
seeing pictures and videos of that also, and it was kind of the same feel. You got into a room. There was 5 of you. If you didn't know anyone, you were put with 4 random people, and you played a game where however many of Siege. But this had a legit observer, people watching fully and stuff. It was
Here
cool.
was the issue with that. 10 seconds before I stepped up to my standing computer with a headset I've never heard before, fucking Saslin, who was the shit in Siege at that moment, walked by, all 5'1" of her. And I was just like, oh dear God, she's gonna watch all of this happen. So that was genuinely the coolest moment of my life.
Nice.
But it was at TwitchCon as opposed to SI, where everyone loves Siege. So I made friends from that TwitchCon who sat
Because it's like
there.
a smaller niche, I guess, right?
Well, yeah. So I imagine SI, like, the crowd is people who love Siege. TwitchCon is the crowd who loves Twitch, or tolerates Twitch, or enacts with Twitch in whatever way. And so I made lifelong friends at that in a way that I've never made friends like that at the one Siege event that I've been to. Because there is and I will be the first person to say this, there is an air of competition, or like you can't actually be friends with anyone at a Siege like event because you are all competing, where at a TwitchCon
I think a lot of that
We're
is
all
just that
well
NA
aware.
ego coming right through,
it might be the NA ego. You might have nailed maybe half of that equation, but it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've watched a bunch of my people that I love dearly support the shit out of me over the last few years, and they were doing GTA RP, and they were just like,
Sorry.
we're gonna go watch this idiot shoot people and fail.
Yeah.
Welcome to Rainbow Six Siege. So it's been an interesting thing, because I think TwitchCon is maybe better for Siege players than an SI is.
Maybe, and that's something
Siege players
that
aren't actually real though. So.
They're all bots.
They're
Just AI.
One of them.
completely, totally.
Loki.
I could see that though, because like once you start getting involved in like a certain niche, right? It. I don't want to say it gets clicky, but it definitely does. But in a scenario like that, it's not a long-term thing, right? So it's a very quick way to build a bond over something that you have in common. And
I think
you're kind of pulled
think it-
together, whereas like at SI, everybody's into the same fucking thing, so it's very hard to interact with the right people, you know?
Yeah, and I
That
think
checks out.
it entirely depends. Like for me, I went to SI and I knew one person. Like, I
didn't know
met-
fucking anybody.
Very brave of you.
Right? I didn't even
I
know
would
this guy was
never
actually
have done
going.
that.
I didn't know this guy was going either. So I knew zero. It was one of those things. I had posted something saying I was going to Canada, and the guy DM'd me and was like, "Oh wait, I am too." And we actually hung out the whole event, for the most part. But there were times. What I did what did we call? What was it called? The test server, but the LAN test server or whatever that was
I
officially
think they called it the
called.
technical test or whatever.
Right. I played with 4 guys, and some of us still every now and again talk to each other.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I played with 2 dudes that I met in the line for merch.
Yeah.
And like I have them both on Facebook now. Like
Yeah, and it would. So I think it just entirely depends.
yeah.
Like there was a certain part of it, like because I knew this other guy, like I didn't meet a whole ton of new people unless I ventured out without that guy.
I tend to block a lot of all these stuff that happens throughout the years, especially with Siege, because it's always one thing after another. And it's
Yeah,
like
it's
that's something with
exhausting.
Siege. Like it happens in every scene, but Siege is notorious for that.
Mhm.
Like drama.
So
Oh,
I feel
Nope.
like our perspective on drama and esports, and the fact that we think that it's Siege, like a lot of the time, is because we're so ingrained into the Siege scene.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that there's like
It's
just
everywhere.
as much drama.
Oh, CS:GO's bad.
Like
Yeah.
CS:GO's bad. Rocket League
Yep.
has drama too because it's a bunch of children.
But the scene is bigger, I assume, right?
Rocket League.
Rocket
Hey,
League.
Rocket
So,
League,
so it's like when
CS:GO,
Siege
and-
drama happens, it's like we're all ingrained, right?
Mhm.
Smash.
But there's only so many of us. Whereas
Smash.
We talking about Smash?
See, I got some friends that I still play comp CS:GO, and they're heavy in CS:GO. None of them has ever even heard about Siege, and that's
Yeah.
what
nobody knows who we are, except for
Yeah.
us.
Siege is a tier 2 esport.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think tier 3, tier 2. Tier
It's-
3, tier 2.
It
globally
teeters.
it's on the line.
I think
of
it
T3 and
teeters.
T2.
Yeah.
With
Right now it's T3. Used to like back in the good old days of like reciprocity and all that. I would say
yeah, it
Siege
T3,
was
or sorry,
Sorry.
Siege was
I
up
think
Roll
there.
it back from
One at some
reciprocity.
point.
Cloud9.
C9. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Arrow.
Yeah, I mean, half that
But
roster are
the-
a bunch of
The one thing
Hmm.
I will say, Siege is going in the right locations. Like even the stuff that's happened like in the last week.
oh, it's all the new people they moved up, got rid of. In my opinion,
Right?
people whether they got
Like-
rid of or those people left. In my opinion,
like-
I think if they keep doing what they're doing, like you said, Siege will come back to where it was.
Yeah.
No.
Like what we played for how long last night? Like 5 hours maybe?
There was at least
Maybe.
2 band waves every game we played.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We played for 6
So we're
hours.
talking 8-ish. Like 8. I don't think 8 is a huge stretch
Mm-mm.
to say of how many band waves we saw.
There were so many.
Which
Like-
now, since they're adding the dang of like
The
having to
phone.
put your your cell phone number, it's not a secure fix, but at the same time, it's gonna help tremendously.
Yeah. Well, because people are gonna have to start getting spoofs and stuff,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
gonna.
Yep.
Well, because remember when that news came out, I was like, how much does it really does? And
Yeah.
correct me if I was wrong. I think you said this. You were just like, but it's an additional barrier.
It's everywhere.
And that changed my thought process on this greatly.
No,
Something
the more
I-
hoops you
gonna
have to
keep
jump
going.
through, the better it is.
Something I am
Yeah,
against
exactly.
I am against is upping the clearance level to play ranked
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Flank talked about today. He was saying that he
Yep.
disagrees with it because you have people that buy the game that never played it. No one's gonna play for days and days on end to get to like level 50 or whatever just to play ranked.
Well, and then someone said like, sorry, because I was also watching that stream today.
I mean, our
Someone's-
issue isn't people who are new.
Well, someone said like clearance level 200.
What?
I hit.
I
That's
was
insane.
at
I'm not even
200.
kidding.
I hit.
Yeah, I saw that, and I straight told him too. I told him
168 yesterday.
I was like,
I'm on 199
I was like,
right now.
there's no way.
Yep.
That's the quickest way to kill a game.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like-
absolutely. I have 1,500 hours in Siege, and I'm only clearance level 206.
Yeah.
I-
no, what?
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm coming up on
ridiculous.
almost 4,000 hours, and I'm just now
Mhm.
getting to 298 or something like that.
Yeah,
like-
I
Four Bexy there.
So it's
Yeah.
it's like fucking like Macy J and them, like
Macy's like level 600.
yeah, and he
Yeah.
plays. That's someone that
he's, like-
plays that or used to play every single day.
The thing about, I think, when it comes to hacker prevention is all about effort.
yeah.
The more effort that you put into being able to do these sort of things.
Well,
like-
that's why
so-
free to play games are so bad for it.
God.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's
Every
no
free-to-play
effort.
weekend is
I
so
mean,
bad.
Look at Call of Duty Warzone. People are fucking flying cars. It's fucking Harry Potter in Warzone.
And that was right after they got shit. What was that?
Ricochet.
Ricochet. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
Was
Like-
it-
Like the other
Ricochet.
like the-
Ricochet
I would love
had.
to see the metrics. Can we find the metrics for how many new people, verified new,
Mhm.
Jamie,
free
Jamie,
weekends bring Siege?
Jamie,
Sorry.
pull up,
See, I-
pull up metrics for Siege. Jamie, can you pull that up? Pull it
I
up.
don't think they have that metric.
Hey,
though,
here's-
because
I don't
so
think
many
they do.
people make so many ults.
That
right?
has to be an internal number that they look at though, and there's no way that they cannot parse.
it's also Ubisoft we're talking about. They
But it's
this
not
is- this
is- No, no,
Ubisoft,
no, no.
Well,
not a
it's-
lot.
It might be
Battle, I
Ubisoft,
bet.
but I work in tech. They absolutely know
Well,
how
they,
many
they
users-
absolutely would be able to,
yeah.
but
It's just
because
whether they
probably not
do.
something they're tracking.
but like
Yeah.
here's my thing with it too
which
is
is a
like
goddamn shame.
the other day I was playing ranked and I'm one game away from diamond.
Yeah.
First
Ooh.
game we go against two hackers, and mind you they're bragging about like how easy it is to just make new accounts and all, and all these
Mhm.
stuff they can do with the when they bring up the phone number shit. So we reported them. Next game, same group of hackers. So we canceled the game. One of us took an abandonment penalty. So then we queue up another game. Different set of hackers. Lost. Queue up another game. Different set of hackers. And which we reported them all, sent them, did what we needed to do. And two of them got banned, which we got Elo back. But it was like I was watching like the cheating situations. I mean, they're banning a lot of people, which is always good.
Mhm.
But given said all that, like right now, like I've been DMing like a couple of people that play comp right now, and they're playing ranked. One of them played 12 games in a row, nothing but hackers.
Yeah.
And it's But it
That's
also
still
goes to,
within
like,
even
the
unranked is
50
getting
cap.
awful.
oh yeah, unranked is getting bad, but like that's the other thing with ranked too is like you're really only going to see a hacker
Mhm.
if you're in high elo, because
Yeah.
if you're hacking, more than likely you're winning. So
I
I
was
feel
just gonna say, like,
'cause,
for
yeah.
all of you people that are like, "Oh, the hacking issue isn't bad," it's because you're silver.
silver, copper,
Yep.
even gold. If you're winning in ranked and you're hacking, you're gonna keep getting elo, and that elo is gonna build up. So therefore, you're gonna be so high up in it. There's a reason like why King Jordan all of them they'll do like a 6-hour stream, and maybe they have 2 legit games, compared to someone that doesn't play ranked religiously like that, or isn't as good, or doesn't have the carries or whatever have you, like King George does. They're in gold, silver elo, 7-hour stream. They might have one guy that's
Yeah.
cheating.
Well, like when I
Yeah.
play ranked, which is very rare,
Unranked is
usually
getting a
smooth.
little bad though.
as soon as I hit unranked on
Yep.
East at peak hours, are you fucking kidding me?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It is obnoxious.
Yep, because unranked too, because it goes by a different elo.
Yeah, and the
So, like-
elo,
a whole different MMO.
the balancing
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense in unranked.
Yeah, 'cause
I don't
you
know
have-
how they
You'll have
queue it
someone
together.
that's like a champion elo in unranked, but like probably like a plat elo in ranked.
Yeah.
And like the balancing is so fucked up because like it's weird because like in unranked, like I played the whole time I've been playing unranked, I probably played like 5-6 cheaters that have
Mhm.
been banned that I know of. And like the balancing in unranked is just it's
Yeah, well, like the
So-
group I usually play with, 3 of us are plat unranked,
Yeah.
and the other 2 are like silver unranked, and somehow we're getting full diamond and full champ teams.
I tuned into your fucking stream the other day because I was busy. I tuned in. I shit you not. The first game I was watching, it was you and Arrow playing with Jack and them. You guys were
Yep.
playing Coastline or
Oh,
something. There's a
gosh.
guy hacking, and I was
Yep.
like, no, it was Coastline because you went into Blue Bar, or he went
4.
into Blue Bar, and like I was like, what
He
the?
just
Four or
ran in with
five.
the claymore in his hand and like nuked us. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He got
That
banned
was-
within 12 hours though.
Oh, yeah.
So that was cool.
all
but-
4 of them. 5
Yeah.
actually, because
Yeah.
they found the
Whole
5th.
team.
Zan, I don't know if you saw it. They found the 5th.
Yeah.
which is weird and funny because given said all that shit, ranked this year has probably been the funnest, like the most fun I've had.
I'm having fun in ranked again, and it sucks because every other game we're going up against cheaters. And
Yeah.
so, like, just this season, it's been Brink and Keld and I, with or without Blatty, who
Mhm.
continuously hits high gold.
Yeah.
I will be the first to admit that I end up in bronze, but it's because I used to get drunk and then play ranked by myself. And now I don't do that anymore. So
Probably smart
no
for your
longer in
elo.
bronze. Still can hold my own.
Not just the
silver
elo.
in low plat. Yeah. But yeah, Brink and Kelder and I went on a 6-hour spree. 7 or 8 ranked matches. And
Yep.
more than half were cheaters.
Yeah.
It's like it's not
To the
even
point
closets
where-
anymore. They're all fucking blatant.
No.
No,
Mhm.
because there's no consequences.
They don't care.
Like it was crazy. Zan and I that match on Coast. It was just insane. You had Finkas spinning around like
Spin by.
It was cool though because out of the 4 rounds we got to play, I got a different person killing me every round. So I'm like, this
Yep.
is just free footage for everybody. Like this is the easiest set of bans.
It's just
And
funny.
it
The
was
first
instant.
round, like we had no idea. Like I guess no. I guess we
well, I
had
was
a
the
little
first
bit.
one that they killed, but the way they entered, I was like, what the fuck? And then I saw
Yeah.
the kill cam and he's running around with his fucking claymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, so
This
we're
makes
setting
sense
up, we're
now.
doing everything like normal, and then suddenly Zan dies. Zan's the first one dead, and then the 4 of us were dead
Yeah.
10 seconds
Totally.
later.
Y'all
The
I spent the
most-
whole rest of the game on my phone just waiting to get footage,
The most
actually.
egregious one we had was a Twitch with a DMR. We were
That's
on
a choice to begin
Villa,
with.
which you would think it would be like, oh, she's kicking her ass because she's great.
Mhm.
Incorrect. We were on Villa in Aviator, and we had reinforced the armory wall.
Hmm.
Is it armory? I'm callouts are in my brain.
I don't think Armory is.
Villa?
I don't
Or-
think
You mean Vault?
Villa-
What's
Wait.
the
The one next to Vault, or
French vault? Thank you, Zan.
Oh,
Yeah, there's between Aviator games.
The
yeah.
The
No,
connector.
the one wall on vault. That
Okay.
leads
Yeah.
out to 90.
Oh, the single wall
90,
vault.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
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 She had her DMR and she was opening a reinforced wall with her
yeah,
DMR.
punching mav holes in it. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
not
funny.
Mav holes, straight up shotgun.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen.
well,
Well, yeah,
that.
but it's a
What?
mav bullet hack. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's.
I've
going
seen
on
that
right
on a
now.
bulletproof before too.
Yeah, and it's just
On the
it-
Outback game, we had one of those as well. I think you were still in the game in the lobby for that one, Arrow.
My favorite way of dying.
I don't think
to
so.
a cheater
No.
was.
It was rough.
It was, I think, a couple years ago. I was playing on maybe it wasn't a couple years ago. No,
Mhm.
yeah, it was. It was before New Border, and
Mm.
I was defending, and it was prep phase, and we died in prep phase.
Oh man.
I was
Oh,
in your
We
stream.
died in prep
Were you
phase.
streaming?
I might have been. I don't remember.
I
think
oddly
was.
remember that. Either you
'Cause it
told
was
me
like-
about it in the Rogue server, or I
I
watched
think
that
I think I
happen.
bitched about it in the Rogue server because it was a Mav that could kill you in prep phase.
Yes,
Mhm.
Somehow, and he was
I
completely invisible.
I remember this somehow.
Also
I don't
had-
remember how.
I think that was the same match that we had at Tachanka do the vault hack and fly up into the sky. And
Yep.
yeah, that shit was wild.
About that in a fucking minute.
That shit was
My
fucking
favorite way of
wild.
Dying to cheaters is people who put frost mats under windows I want to go through.
That's not cheating, they're just better.
You don't know that.
Wow.
I think they're just better.
Meow calls the arrow a cheater confirmed. Jeez.
You know, it couldn't be
You're
the
a
fact
little
that you
bitch.
you jumped in the window, got downed, got picked up, and then jumped into another window and then got
We don't
downed
talk
again.
about that clip, thank you.
Do we? Do we not?
No, we do.
We do.
Insert clip here.
I think we
There you go.
talk
I'll
about
find
it a lot,
it.
actually.
I'll find it. I'll find it.
But
I used to
Right.
be in flat. I
Okay,
used to be in
Grandma.
flat consistency.
That's great, Grandma. Let's get you to bed.
I need to go
Yeah,
to bed.
I think because we're running up on an hour and a half.
yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's start wrapping it up and
This is a good conversation.
It was a
Good
good
It actually was.
conversation.
Yubi, fix your hackers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like
no shit.
You be
it's like
fix
this
your hackers?
conversation
for a future
everyone has been
episode.
having for years.
For a future episode, let's talk about if it's even fixable. Because I want to workshop some
Not
ideas
100%.
on- Right, like how do you? Because Valorant even has hackers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. But there, I
It's
love
physically
Valorant.
impossible to fix 100%.
Yeah,
so.
but I love.
Here's the thing about Yubi and Siege is that it runs on a completely proprietary engine, and so
yeah.
for context, it's not like you can in Unity go in and recode things and make things better. Everything is done in like an ASCII style.
Passy.
It's all
ASCII?
text.
Oh, that's
It's all
gross.
text.
Yep.
Siege, if you look at Siege right now and you were to break out the code, it's
just
all
text.
Spaghetti.
It is
Yo,
okay.
I love
After
Valorant.
7 years, it's spaghetti.
Spaghetti, yes.
Yeah, but
I love-
I mean, for a 7-year
touch
game,
of
it's
my
not surprising
spaghetti.
that it's so hard to.
Here's the
hack.
thing. Everyone
It's
was
so easy
like,
to hack
don't
easily.
release
Appreciate
Siege
you.
2. And I was just like, no, please, dear God, give us
Yes.
Siege 2.
Give us a new engine.
Put
if you
it
have
on
to
a new
build it-
engine so you can fix shit. Please.
Exactly.
See, I love
Do-
Valorant's anti-cheat. It's so fucking good. The amount of times
Oh,
I've
when it
reported a amount of times amount of times I've reported a hacker, and that person just gets banned right then and there.
Match canceled, yeah.
It's so fucking good.
I mean, they have both automated systems and manual systems.
Mhm.
Yep.
So people like they actually have a team. If I remember reading on one of the behind the scenes or developer insight, whatever's, the
Yep.
Valorant has a team of people that will manually review bans.
Yep.
Because the way with Valorant works too is like the way they were saying the automated system works is so if more than one person reports you for cheating in that game, it's gonna go through an automated system. And it's gonna because it people I guess the anti cheat's invasive to your PC, but I'm not hiding anything, you know. So
if you're not hiding anything, then you
if
care.
it finds something sketchy, then it sends it straight to someone that's manually doing bans. And if it's a software that they're using to cheat or whatever that you shouldn't have on your computer, you're gonna get banned for it. And then like if you get falsely banned for having something that you're even though you're not cheating and you get falsely banned, then you just message Riot in them, and then they'll go through this process of like, why do you have this on your computer,
Here's the thing.
etc.
This is why I won't play anything run by Riot. Because
I
I
had
have a
the-
bunch of shit on my computer for work.
Oh, so do I. But it's like
that if Ubisoft,
it's
do
like
you work in tech as a hacker?
no, but I have I have all my military documents, my all kinds of shit that's on my computer.
It's
but like
the programs that will be red flagged.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, that-
if Ubi updated to that immediately, I would have to send an email to like 14 people with
Yeah.
my credentials and some pay stubs.
Well,
and
that's
some
why-
things
that's why-
just to keep playing Siege.
yeah, well that's at the same time it's like
Files.
at the
Moss.
same time I look at it like this too. It's like just don't play it. You know what I mean? Like you said, like that's why you don't play it. And
What?
you know, because
I mean, if we're suggesting that Ubisoft picks this up for Siege, it'll be knowing their feedback time. it'll be a season before I get to play Siege again.
No,
Yeah.
it
And then I
won't.
have to prove to them. Do you think their response time is fast, my dude?
I was gonna joke because their response time is so good that you can get into someone else's account without having to worry about two-factor
Oh yeah,
authentication.
no, I'll just take Brink Salt.
Yeah, I don't. I personally don't have it because, like I said, I don't have an issue with it. It's
Yeah.
something needs to happen. Like I said, I don't have a problem if Siege was to do something like that because I don't like playing cheaters. It's not fun. No one likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
not-
gonna
Thing
be
is,
one of
like-
those things where
really
it's
bad
like
this
do the means justify the ends
Yep.
of Ubisoft going that route and having a kernel-based anti-cheat software.
I mean, at its core, BattleEye is kernel level integration. They're just not as vicious in how they
Yeah.
deal with everything as
Yeah.
Riot is.
I heard that Ubisoft bought. This has been long rumored, so I don't know what kind of weight it has, but I heard that Ubisoft purchased like the lowest level of BattleEye coverage.
I
for
wouldn't be
Siege.
surprised.
That would make so much sense.
When
Maybe
and
when
also
you're-
when they were doing manual bans, like they were banning people based off stats, and that's a,
You're gonna catch a ban.
like just ranked this season. I had a 2.0
That's a-
KD.
Yeah, that's a rocky road.
I've been
Plus-
reported so many times, and like now, like
Yeah.
the more games I've got in, like I have like a 1.4 or whatever. Well, like that's still high. Like there's cheaters that suck at fucking cheating and have a 1.2 KD, and
Yeah.
that's the thing with Siege. Like the cheating got so bad is anyone with over a 1.2, they
Sus.
yeah, very
I've
very
seen, I've
sus.
watched.
So
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
I basically only play on stream, and I always underperform on stream.
well, I
So
think there's
I'm fucking good, dude.
I always underperform.
there was like
I
3 pros that
appreciate your
got
That's
candor.
there was 3 pros in Siege that got banned based off their stats.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they were on like a Smurf because of like people stream sniping and shit, and they
Yeah.
got banned for stats because they like a 2.5 KD.
Why are you grabbing
Yeah.
my shirt?
So it's fucking wild.
Yeah, I really do hope that the year 7 panel
Yeah. It's gonna-
addresses issues that are
Like-
key to the community because
I agree. Like I'm excited for the operator, but I want to see the quality of life changes.
Also,
yeah,
I would not be
absolutely.
surprised because you know they were like pussy farting about like the whole cheating stuff because there is stuff they can't say because cheaters will exploit that.
Yeah,
Don't ask.
I would not be surprised within like the last 2 weeks if they already pushed that shit, their new cheating shit
Yeah.
that they were said they're working on and didn't say anything.
Mhm.
Given the like 3 ban ways we get a game,
oh yeah, there's been a lot of bandwidth
because I was thinking about that. I was like, because they did say, and you had to you can't you can't just be like fucking Warzone and talk about your new anti-cheat system because people are going to
No.
start exploiting that before it even releases. And I wouldn't be
Yep.
surprised if Siege did that because like it would be a smart move. But
Yeah.
at least be
Especially
like,
because with cheating, you have to be proactive, not reactive.
But, like,
you know?
Yep.
besides like the cheating, there's cheaters in every game. There's been cheaters in this game for so long, but it's just got gradually worse.
hmm
I don't give a shit about it. The main thing I'm worried about is I'm tired of opening up a wall, and this shit's been happening since fucking year 1. Opening up a
And
wall
it's not open.
and it's not open, but they can still
Yeah.
shoot you through it. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
simple shit like that. Like
What I'm happy I haven't seen, although I've been playing a lot less
the
Cade
clash glitch.
the last couple
Oh
months,
fuck the clash glitch, dude.
was
Yep.
it's happened several times playing with you guys too, where I'll get the points for electrifying the walls and destroying
Yeah.
an exothermic, and the wall still opens,
Mhm.
and then we lose the round. I got the points.
Oh yeah.
I denied
I've
the
never
wall
had that happen when I play.
The amount of rounds
Cade.
I've-
constantly. I
The-
think it's just latency because I'd be playing on West, right? So
Oh,
I would have
gotcha.
like 70, 80 ping,
Mhm.
and
Mm.
that split second difference is enough.
And that's a shit. And they need to fix their servers too, because not every
There's no fix for servers.
well
Yeah.
then
They
We
need a
cannot
higher tick rate,
demand
though.
that from that.
they need to fix something because it's
I'm
gonna go back to the
kicked
last-
out of the SI game last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
That
panicked.
SI game got like canceled.
Yeah.
Essentially,
There
Everyone
were-
got
there were-
disconnected from it. And
There were
then-
it happened to other people too, because the people in the next
Mhm.
game when we were lagging out, I was talking to them in all chat, and they're like, "Yeah, our last game just crashed," and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I remember when hackers could DDoS a server and keep you held hostage.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
you remember?
remember when one person held the entire Siege community hostage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing: is like, it's the amount of professional games I've seen play out, and teams lose a round because the thermite went off, but the wall didn't get destroyed, or
Yeah.
they couldn't even plant in sight,
Esports
or
ready.
just the simple shit that should not be happening, and it happens all the time. It's
Yeah.
just sad. Or
Again,
like,
it's all proprietary server.
it's
It's,
well,
it's all proprietary engine. They can't fix that on user end
yeah, and that's
unless they completely rehaul. This is why I want Siege 2. And everyone's just like, it's just gonna fucking suck. And I'm like, no, give it. You let them use a fucking engine that doesn't blow dick.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. It's fun watching, but I mean, like even though the last production, the internet issue wasn't Siege's issue.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
Bolo was streaming after, and he was saying that the amount of like rehosts they had to do for the SI quals was he thinks it was probably the most he's like been through or seen, because they would pick an operator, and like he said one instance that Merc picked an operator, and it gave him a totally different operator that was shown. And so
I've
they
had that
had
happen to me a few times actually.
yeah, or like they had issues where they would like click on an operator and it wouldn't give them it, and it would just random all of them.
Well, even when we were just playing with Jack and everybody,
Mhm.
Arrow, I think even then it happened to me a few times. It was me and Merc having issues with it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
But-
don't remember that one exactly. I remember something happened there, but I don't
Yeah,
remember
there,
what
there were a
exactly.
couple of rounds where Merc and I were like, well, I don't know if I actually got Finca, but we'll see. Like,
oh yeah.
They need to ditch their engine. It's
They
not
do.
good.
well, a lot of
And it
the
hasn't
complaints
been
against a
forever.
Siege 2 is like, well, then everyone's gonna have to buy the game, and what about all the content? Just
So
give the
fucking
people
what?
who
Give-
own
give
Siege an
anyone
upgrade
who- exactly. Thank you, Zan.
and stop selling Siege.
Mhm.
That's it.
Stop selling Siege.
What
Free
about my
download to anyone who's played for
cosmetics?
more than. Here's the thing.
If Call of
You're
Duty
gonna
can
have
do it, why
to-
can't
they're
Siege?
gonna have to
Yep.
cap it. So anyone who has 500 hours in the game, boom, free game code.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Siege 2. And I think 500 is a fair amount.
I think they also because Janina had this conversation about Siege 2 is like there's a lot of pros and there's a lot of cons, but like the good outweighs the bad.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
And like
game. It's unplayable on the everything that they made it on.
yeah, and like the thing about it is like there's a lot of ways they can do it, like you guys just said. I think the shittiest thing about it is like they were expecting this game to go
That was the whole point. It was a 10-year
Yeah.
plan.
and it's this game can't. I don't even think this game will make it to the 10 years that they wanted. I think they will make a Siege 2 eventually. I think they do.
Please
Like if
make
you
a
had,
Siege 2. Make it sooner rather than later.
yeah, because
Yeah.
like Call of Duty can make a new one every fucking 6 months or whatever. So Siege can sure as hell make one every 7 years.
Especially
So-
if you're bringing all
Oh
the
no,
content
no!
from Siege to Siege 2 like Overwatch is doing, you're cutting down drastically on dev time just based on the sheer amount of reused assets. We're not even talking code. The assets can just be ported
Straight up
over.
assets, so easy, and you can see
No?
them throughout every Siege map.
Yep.
Zan, what is the name they use in game? It's all over Outback. My brain is saying Zyrtec, but that's
Oh
not it.
fuck! I don't know. I don't
Did you say
play
Zyrtec is an
enough.
antidepressant?
It's a
That's
allergy
an allergy
medicine.
med.
Allergy.
That's an
You're
allergy
thinking of
med.
Zoloft.
Oh, Xantex.
Zoloft.
Sorry.
Meow's out here like, dude, I just got some new antidepressants. Yeah, Allegra.
Live off that shit, bro.
Can't
I'm
be
on that
depressed.
Claritin.
Dude, Claritin.
Cannot be depressed if I'm unconscious.
Fair.
I'm drowsy.
Depression.
The only
yeah,
depression is the
depression
one
naps.
in my bed.
No, there's okay, so
Yeah.
on every wine bottle in the game, it's just like X brand, and then it's on Tower, it's on Outback,
Oh.
it's in
oh.
Clubhouse, it has an X in the
Cocaine?
name, but it's just like that is
No.
the asset that they use for everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, yeah, you could so easily pull all of that over. And yeah, it would take a fair sum of investment. But the people who have loved
Worth
Siege,
it.
if you're going to port that over to another less proprietary engine and make it so that your anti-cheat actually fucking works and so that people can actually play the fucking game without
Honestly,
issue.
if they brought that shit to the Unreal Engine, it would save so much dev time,
So
and the graphical fidelity would be so much
I
higher.
mean, but can
be
Unreal do
so
the same
good.
amount of destruction?
Today,
that-
I think it could. Unreal
Because
2,
I
Unreal
think-
3, maybe not.
I think maybe why.
But you could also go to the Frostbite engine.
I'm about to say, yeah, we could just use the
You know?
Frostbite. I mean, in the perfect world, we could just port
Yeah.
everything to the Frostbite engine. Frostbite has the weight and the momentum that I think would
Yeah.
translate well into Siege,
Mm-hmm.
as well as the destructibility of the environments
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. Because you don't have to worry about destroying whole buildings.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, look at what they did with BF3 and BF4. Just look at Levolution from Battlefield
Yep.
4. And they completely ditched the concept, but it didn't impact performance at all.
Mm-mm.
My biggest fear is they do the Siege 2 and nothing fucking changes.
You know?
Well,
I
no,
would not-
If they're gonna
I
do
would
Siege
not-
2, they have to move to
I-
a new engine.
Like, we know what they have to do, but I would not put it past them to just put it on the same engine and like I would not put it past them to put it on the same engine that they're on already and just be like, hey, this is Siege 2. This is a new game. And don't
So-
realize like how many people there are in the community that
I think that
realize
would
like,
actually kill the community.
oh yeah, but I
Like,
wouldn't
if
put
you
it past
had
them.
that scene, I think that would actually kill the scene.
Because looking at what other games they have put out and betas and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
they've been hot ass. Like,
There is actually a much more real fear that we need to address, like here and now before it happens, is Microsoft just acquired Activision, yeah?
Yeah, Activision Blizzard. Well, they haven't.
Mhm.
It hasn't gone through yet. It's
It has
it's
not
gonna
gone
be
through.
It's
It-
going through.
Yeah,
Well-
it'll be finalized in July-ish.
they just waiting on
they
all
said.
that money to clear the bank, you know.
Yeah.
Well, and I think they're also waiting to not be sued for
Antitrust.
antitrust.
Yep.
Yes.
Um,
So here's the overlying issue, which is when you see the acquisitions Microsoft has made, they don't want to become the Netflix of gaming.
Mhm.
They are angling right now to be the Amazon of gaming.
Yeah.
And
Which
so
is ironic because Amazon makes their own games.
They're not. I wouldn't.
But
I
for
wouldn't call
how
those
long?
games.
It really isn't. But
That's
when
like
you-
calling battle royales fucking esports.
Amazon makes
If
tech
we're-
demos.
if
Yes.
we're looking at the future to an acquisition, and all of us have seen the domination of AAA studios over the last 10 years, nothing original has been created. We've had how
Yeah.
many Call of Duties since I was into Call of Duty?
Last good Call of Duty was
Black Ops
fucking
2.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
Mhm.
the last good. That was the last one I actually played.
I mean, I'll say
Yep.
I'll go on the limb and say the new Modern Warfare was actually really.
I was
solid.
gonna say the new Modern Warfare mechanically, well,
Yeah, super.
meta
solid.
sucks,
Fuck.
balance sucks, but mechanically it's fucking good.
Who wants to play that?
Everything else about it sucks.
I mean, okay,
Except
but
for
to be
people who have been
fair,
sucking on the teat of Call of Duty because they don't actually play games. They
Call of
own
Duty-
an Xbox, and
Yeah.
their one thing in the
Yeah.
evening is what
Yeah.
they've known since high school because they work a shitty fucking 12-hour warehouse job.
if I'm
Sounds
gonna be
like
honest though,
most
Call
Siege
of
players
Duty's
do.
never been known for balancing.
No, they don't know how to
Call of-
balance
Call-
anything.
Call of Duty's always been known for I'm gonna get on, run and gun, and then be done.
Siege
Yeah.
attempts to
They're
They're gonna
balance.
pick the
Just touch
strongest
stomp.
gun every update and then just run around with that and see if I can get a nuke.
I think that
Yep.
the issue now that we see with more recent Call of Duty iterations is they can't decide whether they want to do a games as a service model
Yep.
or cut losses and go because
Yeah.
I think Activision's it was their money grab. That was their money bringing baby, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it was they made the decision to make it a yearly release And I think if they didn't do a yearly release, which I think I've heard Microsoft,
Yeah, Microsoft doesn't want to.
They're,
Yep.
does not want
yeah,
to do a
they're gonna
yearly
get rid of
release.
that.
So I'm thinking that Modern Warfare 2, which is slated to come out this year, is going to be
Didn't they just
like
release a
true-
game?
They released Vanguard last year.
Vanguard, yeah.
Because they had so
like a month
Activision had
ago.
this weird deal with 3 different studios to develop Call of Duty: Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, and
Infinity Wars.
What was the other one?
Treyarch.
Yes.
I miss Treyarch. I love
All
Treyarch.
three of the
those-
original owners of the
I don't think they were the original owners of the IP. I mean, Treyarch
Treyarch
came out
and
with
Infinity Ward, yeah.
Yeah,
Sledgehammer
they
came out
they were the
with
ones
during
running
I
it
think
for a
Infinite
while.
Warfare and Advanced Warfare. I think during that era.
No,
Treyarch
Treyarch was
I said Sledgehammer.
uh
Treyarch
that
came
one.
out.
Treyarch
Ops.
came around after with
Hero.
World at
Back
War
me up
was their
here on
first
this.
one.
No, it was World at War that was Treyarch's first entry. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it was always Infinity
Yep.
Ward.
Yeah, and then Sledgehammer came in. I believe it was with Infinite Warfare.
Because Treyarch had zombies,
Yeah,
and that's when
Yeah,
World
that's
at
what-
War.
yeah.
Treyarch had Zombies, Infinity War had Spec Ops.
Yes.
That checks out.
It was. I think it was a weird struggle between these 3 different game companies,
Yeah.
and that's why they do a yearly release so everyone gets their turn. I
Mhm.
mean, Infinity Ward came out.
Everyone
with
gets their turn, but a lot of it is just
reused.
reskinning.
Or you get a really good entry like Infinity or Modern Warfare,
Yeah.
and then you get a really bad next entry on a different engine, which was Black Ops
Cold
Cold
War.
War. And then you get an even worse entry on an even worse engine, Vanguard.
Mhm.
I think. I mean, I think we digress though.
So
All right, so let's wrap it up. Thank you everybody for listening. If you were watching on YouTube, make sure that you go check us out on a podcast platform that I will make sure that I link in the description once we have that all uploaded. And if you're listening, make sure you go check out our YouTube channel. We are at The Content Stack. We are vibing there. Thank you for listening. We will be back with you pretty soon with our next 2 episodes because they've already been recorded because I'm bad at this. So, you guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us.